Chaos and confrontation inside the Al-Aqsa mosque compound as Israeli police fire stun grenades to disperse Muslim worshippers. The police also fired tear gas and rubber bullets at Palestinian protesters. They say they responded after stones, bottles and fireworks were thrown at them. Al-Quds Day, also known as Jerusalem Day, falls on the last Friday of the fasting month of Ramadan. The annual event is a protest against Israel's rule of Jerusalem. Earlier on Friday, thousands of Muslim worshippers had answered the call from the Islamic Waqf, the trust that operates the compound under the authority of Jordan, to pray in and around Al-Aqsa.
A federal grand jury has indicted Derek Chauvin along with 3 other former Minneapolis police officers for their roles in the death of George Floyd. The 3-count indictment was unsealed in the Minneapolis courtroom today. The defendants are charged with willfully violating Mr. Floyd's civil rights during the arrest and use of excessive force. 2 of the officers face an additional count for failing to intervene while Derek Chauvin used unreasonable force. 3 of the defendants appeared via video conference for an initial hearing this morning. Chauvin, who was convicted of murder last month in state court, was not in attendance. He is also charged in a second indictment for using an illegal neck restraint on a minor back in 2017.
And India has recorded more than 400,000 fresh COVID-19 cases for a second consecutive day, and more than 3,900 COVID deaths have been reported in a single day. And as India continues to battle a second deadly wave, global aid continues to pour in. The United Kingdom is sending an additional 1,000 ventilators and 3 oxygen-producing units to India. The Minister of South Asia and the Commonwealth, Lord Ahmad, said that the British government has donated nearly a total of 1,500 ventilators and 3 oxygen factories capable of producing 500 litres of oxygen per minute.
While on a 3-day visit to Saudi Arabia, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan held talks with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Jeddah. The traditionally close allies have emphasized over expanding and intensifying the horizons of cooperation and have signed agreements in various fields. The 2 sides have decided to form a Supreme Coordination Council to have close coordination. Both countries have signed 2 agreements addressing the treatment of criminals and crime. They also agreed on 2 memorandums of understanding around combating drug trafficking. Agreements have also been signed for financing energy, infrastructure, transportation, water, and communications projects.
The water shortage being suffered by this small island off the coast of mainland China could have a global impact. Taiwan's reservoirs, normally fed by summer rains and typhoon storms, lie parched, producing the worst drought in more than half a century.
Last year, 2020, was the first time in 56 years that we didn't have a typhoon passing through. As an island state, that's our main source of water.
The impact is being felt island-wide, including Taiwan's water-hungry semiconductor industry. Like other companies, TSMC, the world's biggest contract producer of microprocessors, is making up the shortfall by trucking in water. But while one tanker carries 20 tons, the company needs 200,000 tons of water daily.
Prince Misuzulu has apparently been whisked off to Eswatini following chaos that erupted after his nomination as the next AmaZulu king. AmaZulu Queen Regent Mantfombi Dlamini Zulu's will was read out last night, and she picked Misuzulu, her son, to succeed King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu.
He is back in the Wakangela Mankengane Royal Palace. I'm going to show you his convoy now. Before I do that, Bonga Mkhize, my colleague, will show you his siblings, his brother and sister. Princess Bukhosi Bemvelo is there, as well as Prince Simingaye. They are outside Wakangela Mankengane Royal Palace. I can tell you that Prince Misuzulu Kazwelithini is back at the palace. He is inside having a meeting with senior members of the royal family. What you see in front of us is his convoy.